Coming in at number 9, it's the Clippers' Brent Barry to Lamont Murray.
Oh, no, nice pass.
Man, Brent Barry.
At 8, look at this pass from Minnesota Timberwolves guard Stephon Marbury.
Marbury to Mitchell. Stephon Marbury over the head, over the shoulder.
Coming in at number 7, it's Doug Christie of the Toronto Raptors.
Christie behind the back, and the spectacular jam. Sweet move by Doug Christie.
Coming in at number 6, it's the Indiana Pacers' Mark Jackson.
Jackson from half court, it'll count. Oh! Mark Jackson from half court.
At number 5, it's Clyde Drexler and Roderick Rhodes of the Houston Rockets.
Razzle dazzle, Clyde Drexler behind the back. Oh, that's nifty.
At number 4, here's point guard Jason Kidd of the Phoenix Suns.
And Kidd penetrating. Wow, what a move.
Now he can do that. If you allow him to go to that hoop, he can create a lot of problems.
At number 3, it's Tony Delk of the Warriors. Too bad it didn't count.
Damn near top. And Tony Delk above everyone just ripped it down. I didn't know he could jump that high.
In at number 2, it's the Detroit Pistons' Jerry Stackhouse.
Stackhouse.
Oh, what a move.
Oh, great.
And the number 1 play of the week comes from the Bulls' Michael Jordan.
Crossover. Oh, slam. Excuse me. I'm sorry. Oh, my God. Oh. Are you all right, C? That hurt me.
For Sandra Neal, I'm Jim Fagan. See you next week on NBA Action.
Big hug, baby, and ride.
Detroit's Charles O'Bannon gets some face time, but here's a better face to look at. And here's a guy that needs to do an about face.
He knows when you've been bad or good, so be good for goodness sake. Hey!
Santa Claus is coming to your town.
Get out of here. Thursday, Dennis Rodman sacrifices his body for the team.
Rodman battling for the rebound, saving it in. And Kerr snatches it out of the air and drills it.
Dick Favetta, he just can't stop dancing. Friday. Hey, who turned out the lights? Stephon Marbury could have thrown this pass blindfolded. Monday, Joe Borgia takes a little spin with Bernie. He just can't stop dancing. And if you thought Michael Jordan has done everything you ever thought he could do on a basketball court, try this one.
Thanks. Oh, look at this. I didn't think that ball was.
Kobe Bryant, the kid. Look at him, check him out, check him out. Bryant for 2. Spectacular.
Tony, here it is.
Yes, here's Bo. Oh!
Wingate, rejected by Robinson.
Googly out, bounces it up and slams over everybody.
This is your big debut.
Is there. First to
Robinson.
So won't you smile for the camera?
Sean Kemp going to take it with some real authority and power it down.
Helped him to dig him underneath the right. Slammed up for the right hand. A great play by Travis.
Oh, nice. Behind the back, Juwan Howard is fouled.
Steal that pass there by Wesley. Walker. Oh, great kick by Mercer. What an athletic play.
88-70. Down the middle. Oh, man.
What time is it?
Jordan, take it away. He did give it to him up to the
Turn the road, here it is. Back door to Pimp on the reverse.
Motown with a throw down. Let's take another look at Ron. No mercy Mercer as he is doing his thing. This is our highlight of the night.
The nice baseline reverse. At the summit, Kevin Garnett blew past the Houston defense for this dunk, and Minnesota took the win with this play by Gugliotta in overtime.
Gugliotta with the game winner. Gugliotta. Overtime.
And
Everyone was pumped up when the Harlem Globetrotters played in their 20,000th game, and the New York Nationals were left holding the bag. How about Antonio Daniels? He always wanted to be a Globetrotter. But it wasn't enough to wake my man up. Saturday, Marcus Camby makes like a pretzel, and Cliff Robinson puts a new twist on an old favorite. Michael and Scotty, well, they kind of like this one. Hey, look out for that wind.
My bad.
Speaking of bad, Sunday, you have to eat right away to stay healthy. And Patrick Ewing is trying to keep busy working out the left hand. Just warming up for the game. Hey, Vladdy, is that hurt?
Yeah.
Even elephants need exercise. Monday, a little sumo wrestling in the paint. Hey, isn't that 3 seconds? Hey, and how about my main man, Stephon Marbury?
What a shot by Stephon Marbury.
That's Louis Orr. He used to play for the Knicks, sleeping on the job. Tuesday, it helps to get the ice cream in your mouth. And Eldridge Kastner puts a little cherry on this one.
Kastner, wild shot. He puts it in. Holy mackerel.
Have you ever eaten ice cream too fast? John Starks has. How about Scottie Pippen? He's burning some calories on this.
Oh, man.
Wednesday, this guy's working out his nose muscles. Hey, Mark Jackson knifes through the lane and flucks it over to Reggie. You might want to wake up on this one. Rod Strickland threads the needle to C-Web.
He's why they buy the tickets, folks.
And this is not why they buy the tickets. Thursday, Carlos Rogers gives a little love to the Raptor. And Allen Iverson shows why he's the answer.
What about the roll of the basketball by the young fella? I hear you, young fella.
Hey, what's up, Steve?
Power, here we go, rule power, your power, I want the rule power, true power, base power, right to your face power, lift it up, rule power, great power, out to the rule power, here we go.
Looks the other way. Jordan flips it underneath. Back out to Stoudemire, a long throw down the court, and Christie hammers it home. Stoudemire weaves his way in again. Circus move, that's good. What about the finish by the young fella? Hook on the rack, bumped down, blocks the shot. Penetrates, lays it up, and gets home. Ward to the hole. Contact, knocks it in. Back to Carr, look out. Oh! The steal by Kenny Anderson, alley-oop. Oh! Rice has it swatted away. Back has it. Down the boards, Nephew. What a play by Iverson. Tim Thomas rams home 2 more.
Scores and highlights from around the NBA. It was a wild one in Jersey as Sam Cassell sends it into overtime versus the Bulls.
Cassell throws it up. He got it! With half a second remaining.
But the Bulls used the back door to win it on this goaltending call.
They will count the basket.
The Bulls, Ed Ice throws it down with authority. While in Atlanta, check out some sweet Hawk teamwork.
He ducks it to Henderson. Beautiful pass.
Oh, what a
Garnett with the deflection. That's Marbury. Oh, brilliant.
They're out getting fines and a new one too. Giraffes and elephants, quite a few.
There's that comes around 360 turn and scores on the other.
Michael Jordan gets Ray Allen going baseline.
Van Horn running the floor. Jackson Williams jumping to the finish. 1-on-1. A move.
Lama out.
Skip looks to the slice. McDice. Nice pass inside from Howard. Oh, great look to Hare.
Here's Jones dribbling. He's down the middle. He goes in deep. Gets it up. Knocks it.
What a play by the kid.
Pippen on the run.
Kevin Garnett and Goog zip up for a gripping finish.
1 point. Look everything. Oh, Gugliotta got it. Gugliotta with the game winner. Gugliotta.
What you talking about, Willie?
Saturday. Allen Iverson with a bounce and a step.
What a pass! Iverson for Thomas, who slammed for two.
Check out this pass. Bobby Jackson to LaVonzo Ellis.
In the back move and then feeds it over to Ellis for the jam, and it's good.
Sunday. Here's a Tiger you may have heard of. Tiger Woods earning his stripes with this shot. But Glenn Rice would probably like to take a mulligan.
Behind the back pass for Rice, and he missed the right-hand jam.
Speaking of Duncan, here's Tim Duncan.
Man, what a finish by Tim Duncan.
Monday.
This is a African pygmy falcon, and it is from Africa. And I have a friend from Africa that says everybody over there knows him. Do you know Dikembe Mutombo?
We even have a chick on the show. Chick Hearn does his 3,000th game.
I apologize to Jack Nicholson. It's as good as it gets.
Tuesday.
Terrell Brandon to the big dog.
Brandon, drop it off. Robinson winding up and throwing it down.
This dog has a shooter's touch and a nose for the hoop.
What'd you say? Said Wednesday.
The Phoenix Gorilla is getting pumped for Steve Nash's coast-to-coast trip.
Oh, boy. Nash steals it, breaks out, lays it up.
At the Miami Arena, Tim Hardaway beat the halftime buzzer against the Phoenix Suns. Cavalier big man Zydrunas Ilgauskas showed his passing touch against the Pacers, while his teammate Cedric Henderson went up high for this alley-oop slam.
Back up. That's highlight stuff there, boy.
But the Pacers topped the cap. The Wizards' Ben Wallace fouled this miss with a jam, while Grant Hill hooked up with teammate Jerry Stackhouse on this play. And in
Kevin Willis with a dunk there. Tiger. Bradley with a rejection. It's your thing. That's a poster. Do what you want to do. The right reverses. Hits it. I can't tell you. Alley-oop. It's your thing. Do what you want to do. So creative. I can't tell you. That was unbelievable. It's your thing. Do what you want to do. What a play by Allen Iverson. I can't tell you. Says no way. Jordan, crossover.
He gave him the crossover. Then he shook him with the hop step.
All right.
You just got posterized.
7-3 on 2. Ooh, wrap around to Finley. Reluctant by Shetland. On the training situation. Carlos Rogers.
Slick Watts always stood out, and so does his son, Donald.
Donald Watts on the wing. Watts pushes it over Young. Yes! Donald, look at Slick. Slick saying, I knew he could do it.
Hey, and I knew Kobe could do this.
Oh! Kobe Bryant.
Simply Reggie Miller.
Reggie was looking for a foul call and then realized it ain't coming.
Sunday, hey kids, put your shirts back on. And Michael Jordan fakes the jazz right out of his shirt.
Jordan, crossover. Slam. Excuse me. I'm sorry.
Slick likes Mike's hairdo. Monday was a day for dancing. Some young fans are still learning their moves. They're not as graceful as Harry the Hawk. I say. Jason Kidd with a little basketball ballet.
And Kidd penetrating. Wow, what a move.
And across the Kittles, Gary's father, auditioning for the next squad.
That is Mr. Kittles.
He's serious, too. Tuesday, some people do funny things to their heads, and this is not a heads-up play by Greg Cadillac Anderson. Oh, what a pass!
Oh, they're styling right now.
How about Anthony Johnson, the Kings? He knows the agony of defeat. Boy, blew out his shoes.
Well, I guess we've heard of guys being faked out of their shoes. We saw an example of it right there.
Wednesday, putback of the year.
Oh, Rasheed, do it again, baby.
Kobe does the Hollywood Shuffle against the Nets.
Oh, Kobe Bryant flew through the air at least 10 feet.
Yeah, but keep the truth, Van Horn. Gets his revenge. The Gorilla's just crowding around, but Antoine Walker's all business against the Wizards.
Inside, Antoine, a fall away. Yes! Antoine Walker!
How do you like that, Slick? Huh? Slick, where are you, baby?
Oh, what a move! Making a major bid to star on the play of the day. Portland
Boston's Kenny Anderson put his own spin on this drive against the Sixers.
Kenny Anderson getting 2 more.
How did he make that shot?
And check out this move by the Raptors, Doug Christie.
Christie behind the back, and the spectacular jam.
And finally, this sleight of hand by Scottie Pippen.
Harper gets it ahead for Pippen. Look out. Scottie Pippen, so creative, going to the goal.
Hey, you think this stuff is good? We got more coming back on the street in 2.
At Market Square, Michael Finley throws up a showstopper.
Yes, the Mavericks win.
In Chicago, Michael Jordan does a little shake and bake to the basket. And his Airness finishes off his 37-point performance with a game-winning buzzer beater.
He did it again.
The Bulls.
Spike Lee has spotted a rising star in Brevin Knight for his next movie, and Brevin feels that he passed the audition in the Shook Rookie game.
Hey, that was kind of nice.
Yeah, it was kind of nice. The mailman couldn't quite deliver in 2-ball, but luckily he had Tammy Reese there to bail him out.
Tammy nails a 7. She's got all their points.
Sunday, watching the NBA stars with movie stars like Susan Sarandon and Jack Nicholson. Kobe Bryant put his signature on the All-Star game with a move of the night. He's on fire. Yes, he is, and Jason had to love this one too as Rick Smith set him up for the easy 2. Kobe was glad to see Kevin Garnett, but not as happy as Magic Johnson was at seeing Isaiah. Monday, George Karl can't figure out how the West lost.
Best for me not to answer that one. I don't know if I want to go there either. I think I better stay away from that one.
Tuesday, the NBA heads back to work, but Brent Berry may have taken too much time off.
Oh, me, oh, my. Oh, me.
But how about Larry Bird's Pacers? They look as sharp as ever.
What a pass to Dale Davis.
My main man, Mike Patella, made sure his fingers still work, but Shaq, well, he lost his touch.
This dunk by the big guy.
How about Rod Strickland? Tracy Murray finished on his way to 50 points.
Murray behind the back and dunked it home.
Keith Kloss came back with a brand new do while Sean Bradley couldn't do a thing with his hair.
Gotta comb my hair here.
Keep working on it, Sean. Wednesday, check out the move by Michael Jordan to seal the win over the Hornets. Up, under, off the glass.
Oh! Big time reverse.
It really knocked out Matt Geiger. Meanwhile, Avery Johnson tried to knock out the Sonics. First with the halftime buzzer beater.
Good at the buzzer.
And then another one at the end of the third quarter. But Vin Baker had the one that counted most, the game winner.
Got it! Oh, bottom all court, 100% pass for Vin Baker.
Follow where you are.
Just slapped it down. Oh, what a play.
Wishing on a star.
And he'll down the lane to score. So sweet.
That I see.
To Garnett. Back to Kobe. See, that's the Admiral. Drops anchor. Walker of the Celtics slams it. I'd like to try the windmill jam. Kid locked it up. Head of the field with the slam. That's an all-star play. Whoa! Spins into the lane. The up and under is there for him.
Jam session.
Heat point guard Tim Hardaway.
Can he get a shot? Yes, he does. He did it!
Tim Hardaway! Can you believe that, man? Coming in at number 9, it's the San Antonio Spurs' Jaren Jackson.
Wow! Jaren Jackson got back and made the block possibly of the year.
At number 8, it's the LA Clippers' James Robinson. Coming in at number 7, it's the Seattle Sonics' Dale Ellis.
That's a great shot because that's luck.
At 6, it's Derek Fisher to Corey Blunt.
Fisher slams to the floor. Great no-look pass to Blunt.
He dives out on the floor, gives the no-look, and the finish by Corey Blunt.
At number 5, here's the Sixers' Allen Iverson.
Wraparound pass behind the back. Underneath. Great play.
That's Allen Iverson at his best. You get him in the open court, he is dangerous as he put a nice pass to his teammate.
At 4, the Bulls' Michael Jordan.
Jordan, crossover. Oh, slam. Excuse me. I'm sorry.
Coming in at number 3, it's the Milwaukee Bucks' Terrell Brandon to the big dog, Glenn Robinson.
Brandon, drop it off. Robinson, winding up and throwing it down. No-look pass over the shoulder for Terrell Brandon, right to a streaking Glenn Robinson for the two-hand slammer.
Coming in at number 2, it's the Trailblazers' Alvin Williams.
Williams drives, falls down, score the bucket. As Alvin Williams goes right side, split the defenders, off balance, trip, spinning it off the glass, and the darn thing went right in.
And for the number 1 play of the first half of the season, it's the Suns' Danny Manning.
Oh, dice. You won't see a better pass in your life.
That's all for this week.
Night for big men filling the lane. First, Rick Smits in Orlando. Then Ilgauskas in New Jersey gets the feed from Brevin Knight and throws it down with style. But watch out, Zadrunas. You're in Jason's house tonight, and he's coming to play.
Oh! Big finish and a foul.
To this hog fast break and strong finish by Chucky Brown.
Chucky!
While in Minnesota, check out Clyde Drexler right before halftime.
Drexler hits it! At the buzzer.
But the big ticket gets the last laugh.
Did you see the crossover? A crossover from a 7-footer. Let's get it on! Wants it to O'Neal.
To Russell. Drive. Down the middle of the center. Hammered in.
In the lane to Don Reed. Side. Deep with Ryan Williams for the dunk.
Nice pass by the rookie, Maurice Taylor.
Screening for Grant Hill, who spins around his defender to tackle it. Down the middle, but get the ball to Shaq. Slam dunk.
Kobe Bryant.
Hardaway will force first. Sean Leonard. Kobe dribble around the middle. In the air. All the way. Nice play by Mitchell. A 3-on-2. The lead from West will throw it down.
Unbelievable. This kid is playing out of it. Sometimes they miss. Meanwhile, Michael Jordan was breaking the hearts of the Hawks first with this sweet move. And just like he's done so many times before, at the buzzer.
Bring it up! Michael Jordan has beaten the Hawks again!
Charles, you comfortable enough, or can we get you some? Saturday, nice wedding party, except for that best man. The best man on the court was Tim Duncan, who had his own block party.
What a block by Duncan. They got him again. Hot Rod got blocked 3 times in a row.
A very tender moment between Sam Cassell and Terry Durham. Meanwhile, 76 couples got married at the 76er game, and the nicest gift was the one the Wizards gave to Antonio Daniels.
Stolen.
Sunday! Love is not always a pretty thing, but the Lakers had the prettiest play of the week.
Here's Van Exel to Bryant.
Now for more nice moves, not those, but these from Stephon Marbury.
Yep, and a foul.
And if you like that one, how about Scottie Pippen?
Pippen forces it out and makes the 3.
And when you need help cleaning up the dishes at home, just hire her. Monday, well, giving a new meaning to a fast break. Tuesday, Michael Jordan turns 35 and celebrates with a big win over the Pacers. Happy birthday to you, happy birthday to you. Hey, how about some icing on the cake supplied by Grant Hill?
If you can do that, just go ahead and do that, Grant.
Wednesday, Sam Cassell, yes, in the same rewind, chases hard for loose balls and loose shoes. He did put it back on, but speaking of putbacks, watch Keith Van Horn rock the house because he's the truth.
Following his own shot. That is amazing.
How about this nice birthday present from Ron Harper? A kiss on the back of the head, yuck.
Years ago, Tim has become known for his explosive offense and his most devastating weapon.
With it, but it'll still take 10 of y'all to take the emperor's temperature. Can I represent with y'all? Smoking hit with y'all. Pass the from east to west. Cube the KRS. Take it from the dime. Where I'm from, the man is still is made of Teflon. Keep your best on. Hit me with your best wine, baby. And watch me mac you. Coming through with hard and Shaq food. Many know the Shaq made of nails. But did you know the Shaq made of steel? No matter what I do, the Billy is gon' flourish. Big rich like a bus full of Japanese tourists. Styles that flow light, touching river debris. Shakur the keys of them Shaq CDs. Rural, next MC that claim they keep it real. Shaquille gon' smack him with a mill. Chris cut clean numerical order bills. Ill, now put it on the Ritz. The best things is grits and fake. Man of steel, who you with? I'm so fly when I walk, I levitate. My caliber first rate, exceptional above great. These who's large, guilty on every charge of being dope. Imagine Superman with a dookie rope. 1, 2, 3, 4, hit. Still banging with the drum kiddings. 4, 3, 2, 1. Shaq, be real, pay your rest, be the gun. Ice Cube. 1, 2, 3, 4, hit. It's the man that's still banging with the drum kiddings. 4, 3, 2, 1. Shaq, be real.
Hip hop past plenty of steel coast, west coast, universal flavor. Pulling together with my neighbor, no player haters, just real. No outrageous fantasies. Tear out the pages from the book of MCs. And nothing can penetrate the steel mind state like Shaq when they go back and dominate.
Hey yo, I stop many hearts, part many wigs. Get it twisted and play me for any kid. Conceived in the Bronx, born and raised, but on the real. I be made of steel like O'Neal. Feel me if you got the skill. Squeeze bill for disaster. Have you making tracks like Master, faster, ghost like Casper. Man, I'm still hanging and banging in your district. Never get it twisted. I'm gifted like steel, hard to penetrate. Generate dollar signs, you follow mine. Come in peace, money, I will bless that. Bring the noise, leave you on the fourth where I rest at for real.
1, 2, 3, 4, hit. It's the man that's still banging with the drum kiddings. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hip hop's the same, no matter where you came from.
Let it steam.
Don't stop. And Exel throws it up to the rim and says, "Go get it, big fella." Don't stop. Son, man, that's still get hands up. It's all the same song, get it correct. All that to whatever, give me respect. Then I
Franklin again, lays it off. The hand slam.
Cappy trailing. Thank you very much with the dunk.
Avery to Will.
Cassell. The bounce.
Everything crosses over the middle to the window and lays it in.
Crossing over on Owen. Spins to the hole. What a shot.
Oh, what a move by Ron Mercer.
The kid to Chapman. Chapman leaps it for Kidd. And I tell you, they got this down in Ardmore.
Then throws down a two-hand hammer.
Here's Miller. Can Coleman catch him? Yes, he does. Stockton. And Carmelo. It's Brown. Ball puts it on the floor. Spot play. Jackson. Nice. Petition. O'Neal. Shaq. Follows his home miss with authority. Way up for Stack for the stop. He windmilled it down.
Oh, Kenny Anderson just put it in the washing machine. Spin cycle all the way to the window.
It's Stephon Main Man Marbury's birthday, but he's the one who gave out the present.
Great pass by Stephon Marbury.
Still had time to blow out the candles.
Check him out.
Time for NBA action, your pipeline for playoff highlights. I'm Sandra Neal. Round 3 heats up on the court, but off the court, Paul Pierce, former Kansas Jayhawks swingman, is on his Trans-Canada tour. Now at this point, scouts have upped his draft stock from 5 to number 2, right behind Mike Bibby. The multi-position player already worked out with Golden State and the Clippers, and this week, it's Toronto and Vancouver. The Grizzlies have second pick in the draft, which they host June 24th. Well, coming up, Michael Jordan milestones, the top 10 blocks of the year, and up next, it's Game 3, the Jazz versus the Lakers.
This series ain't over, man. We're going to come back. We're going to come back hard.
Down 2 games to none, the Lakers returned home to L.A., where the stage was set for their most important game of the season.
If they should lose, no team has ever come back from 3-0 down.
Determined to get back in the series, Shaquille O'Neal and the Lakers came out strong.
Here is Zach. Great move inside.
But LA's star-studded crowd would quickly be silenced as the Jazz came right back. Utah responded to the Lakers' challenge with tough defense, blocking 8 shots in the first half.
Fisher, left side to Jones. Jones underneath, reverse layup. That's blocked by Ostertag. What a great play.
And on offense, Utah got a lift from their bench.
Our bench players have been sensational for us the whole series. We need our bench players to play well for us to win, and they know that.
In the second quarter, Chris Morris scored 10 points off the bench to help put the Jazz up by 6 at halftime. From there, the mailman took over, scoring 12 points in the third quarter.
And there is the screen and roll run to perfection. Karl Malone.
Facing their 3rd straight loss, LA turned to their big man, and Shaq would respond with a game-high 39 points. He led a Laker run that gave them a 1-point lead.
Dan Ixel's going to fire it away again. And, wow!
But once again, Utah's reserves came up big, as Shandon Anderson scored 11 points in the 4th quarter to put the Jazz back in front.
I tell you, Anderson's doing some damage.
And Brian Russell sealed the win as the Jazz went 3 games up.
Right side Russell, he shoots the 3. Oh, line and in the corner. A dagger by Brian Russell.
And the Utah Jazz are taking a giant step toward the finals of the NBA.
They just keep chipping away and keep plugging away at you. It's not like they come up with big plays. The constant adding on, maybe 1 point, 2 points. You look up at the scoreboard, even though you're playing with a lot of emotion, you think, when you're putting together some nice runs, you find yourself down 4 or 6.
We can always say we know that we can beat a 60-win team 4 times in a row because we've done it. But that's really probably not the way to attack it. The way to attack it is we just got to win 1 game.
Facing elimination, the Lakers look to rally and avoid a sweep at the hands of John Stockton and the Jazz. Shaq took control inside.
There's the double on Shaq. Jump hook no good. Got his own and drams it home.
While Eddie Jones was lighting it up from outside.
Eddie Jones with a three.
But then Utah's bench stepped up, led by Howard Isley.
Isley for three.
5 on the shot clock. Isley again.
For three. Howard Isley, back-to-back three-pointers.
The Jazz went on a 14-0 run. And with Karl Malone scoring 18 first-half points, they went up by 9 at halftime, and then extended their lead in the third.
Stockton driving baseline. Hornacek, beautifully done. Hornacek from Stockton.
Utah built a 13-point lead.
Here's Van Exel down the lane. Lost the ball going inside. They got numbers. Isley up the middle. Beats Malone for the left. He laid it in.
Malone would lead Utah with 32 points. But Jazz coach Jerry Sloan knew the Lakers wouldn't go down without at least one more surge.
Right corner shot, Eddie Jones for three. Rim's no good. O'Neal, the offensive rebound and the dunk.
Shaq would finish with 38 points. And the Lakers weren't ready for their season to end just yet.
Eddie Jones drives him in the lane all the way to the hoop, and it goes right in the face of Anton Carr.
The Lakers battled back in the fourth quarter as they cut into Utah's lead.
Right corner Van Exel, his three is good.
Desperately trying to stay alive, LA would come within 2 points.
And a steal. It's Van Exel. Gives it up to Eddie Jones. Nice play.
But with the Lakers making a late charge, Karl Malone delivered for Utah when they needed it most.
7 on the shot clock. Malone. Key bucket. Karl Malone, a tough baseline jump shot.
And in the final seconds, Greg Foster added the finishing touch as the Jazz closed out the Lakers.
Foster with a jam and one, and that'll do it. And the sweep is complete. The Western King still reigns. The Utah Jazz are returning to the NBA Finals.
I think what I'm proud of about this team more than anything is no one gave us anything. We earned everything we had that we got, and that's what it's been like all year long. And when you put your minds together as a team, you can do a lot of great things. And it's neat to get back there again.
Coming up next, we'll take you back into the action with the dramatic Eastern Conference Finals between the Bulls and Pacers. And later, we'll take a look at some of Michael Jordan's achievements from the regular season.
Taken by Jordan. Here comes Michael.
Back with more action. The Eastern Conference Finals between the Bulls and the Pacers has the makings of a classic series. The two teams split their 4 regular season games, and this is their first ever matchup in the playoffs. 2 of the game's greats going head-to-head, Michael and Reggie, and they don't like each other very much. The Bulls won their first 2 games at the United Center, and the Pacers had to win games 3 and 4 at Market Square to even the score, something that they've done twice before in both the 94 and 95 playoffs, but only to lose both those series in 7 games. Let's join Jim Fagan, who recaps 2 nail-biters in Indianapolis.
Listen to the crowd. A standing ovation at Market Square.
They are on their feet. This is indeed the biggest game in the history of the franchise.
Indiana, they've got to win today because nobody has come back from a 3-0 deficit.
At the start, Reggie Miller was in the zone. He hit his first 3 shots and helped his Indiana Pacers build a 7-point first quarter lead. Still, the Bulls responded, led by their 2 superstars.
Loose ball recovered by Longley. Ahead to Pippen. Here come the Bulls with a 3-on-1. Jordan to Pippen. To the dunk and a foul. Ooh. Now he moves against Derek McKee. Jordan drives him baseline right to the hoop. Laid it in with the left hand.
Oh, Michael Jordan.
Chicago took an 8-point lead, but Indiana fought back.
Swatted away by Antonio Davis on the help. Here's Rose. Dishing to Jackson, who ties the game.
Now it was the Bulls' turn to answer the challenge, and they did just that, taking an 8-point lead on Michael's 3-pointer. And that play would prove extra costly to the Pacers. Miller sprained his ankle and was forced to take a seat. But with a series on the line, Coach Larry Bird was forced to put Reggie back into the game, where he put on one of the most current performances in NBA playoff history.
Miller, he comes up shooting. And he got Reggie Miller, a cold-blooded shot out of the left corner.
Reggie scored 13 fourth-quarter points, including 3 huge three-pointers.
Reggie Miller again for 3 on the left side. Look out! Reggie Miller has stuck 2 big three-pointers.
Yeah, Reggie Miller was now on quite a roll and just couldn't be stopped.
It's Reggie, and it's Indiana by 8.
Reggie Miller stepped up, caught, shot, bottom of the net.
Indiana's win narrowed the Bulls' lead to 2-1.
That may have finished the Bulls.
The game is over, and the Pacers stay alive as they cut into this series lead. Indiana defending its home court.
We certainly didn't have the same focus, and on the road you have to, and write this up as an experience, look at the tape, and bounce back.
This was the biggest game of the season for us. Because if we really went down love 3, we really could have written this off. Now we give ourselves a shot on Monday to, try and tie this thing up.
For Game 4, Scotty, Michael, and the rest of the Chicago Bulls weren't exactly sure what to expect from Reggie Miller, whose ankle was still bothering him.
We're in the middle of the biggest series, probably, of a lot of guys' careers and lives, so there's no looking back. You just got to get around-the-clock treatment and go with it.
Stars win championships. They need another dose of Reggie Miller.
It's upsetting me because this is the biggest time of my career. We're playing, the world's greatest, and you want to be your best, and right now, I'm not my best, and it's frustrating.
Maybe he wasn't 100%, but Reggie Miller's determination keyed the Pacers' attack. Still, a red-hot Jordan kept the Bulls in the lead.
Michael to answer. There it is. Michael starting to heat up.
I think 23 is playing with just a little bit extra right now.
Indiana was down, but not out. His Airness had exploded for 15 first-half points. But Reggie was lifting his team from an 8-point deficit at the start of the fourth quarter. The Pacers hit 11 three-pointers in the game. And in the closing period, Indiana's reserves caught fire from downtown.
Jalen's got it on top. Here comes another 3. Yes! Oh, baby! Jalen Rose!
Pacers looking to make a move. Best pulls up.
And hits! Travis Best, 85-83.
And Derek McKee would bring Indiana all the way back.
McKee for the lead.
Oh, baby! We got the lead!
But Michael Jordan, as he's done so many times before, came up huge in crunch time. This time, answering the Pacers' challenge with 52 seconds left.
24, yes, and it's 28 for Jordan, and it's 94-91.
But the duel between these two legendary clutch performers was far from over. Jordan's Bulls were leading by 1 point, but with under 3 seconds to go, it was Miller time.
He's going to have to get it in. He's having trouble. Gets it to Reggie for 3.
Unbelievable! Reggie hits the 3 with 7/10 of a second to go, and the Pacers are up by 2. How many more times can he do it?
Still, MJ had one last chance.
Rimmed out! It rimmed out! It rimmed out! It hit the board! It spun out! And it's 2-2! Unbelievable!
Wow, what a series. Well, an interesting note, in all 4 games of this matchup, the team with the lead at halftime ended up losing. But that would all change in Game 5. On Wednesday night, the Bulls opened up a 25-point lead at the half and held serve by winning handily 106-87. And home court continues to be a huge advantage. The Bulls lead this series 3-2. We'll be back with more action after this. We're back with more action. What more can you say about Michael Jordan? Every game he seems to be hitting another milestone. And on Wednesday night, his Airness scored point number 35,000 and moved to 3rd all-time in scoring, combining the regular and postseasons. Jordan is only 26 points shy of Wilt Chamberlain for 2nd place. 1998 is again the year of the Jordan. Let's join Jim Fagan, who takes us through all the highlights.
Now, we take a look back at Michael Jordan's 1998 regular season accomplishments in overtime. already given us a lifetime full of memories, Michael Jordan still found a way to make 1998 something special.
Michael, what a move! Wow. Jordan, crossover.
Excuse me, I'm sorry.
Jordan on the move, up and under reverse. A typical Michael Jordan play. You can bet that Michael would love to take the shot now. And he got it again.
Michael Jordan just gave us a wink and a smile.
It was another season filled with accomplishments for Michael, as he captured a record 10th NBA scoring title, was selected to the league's all-defensive first team for the 9th time, and he continued to move up on the NBA's all-time scoring list.
Up and under, Jordan two more, and he is now the third all-time scorer in NBA history.
It's no wonder he's the league's most respected player.
The best way to play Michael Jordan is start looking this way. Even if you're shooting a free throw and he's right here, you just keep looking straight up. You don't never make eye contact with him, because then he's going to go out and beat you.
He was at the free throw line, and I was the guy supposed to block out the shooter. He told me he was going to miss it and get the rebound back. So, I didn't believe him.
Well, you don't miss it on purpose, no. Jordan's free throw is no good. He gets it. Maybe he did. Maybe he's smarter than all of us. 13 seconds to go. Jordan to the hole. He's going.
I don't really have to tell you the rest, but it was a pretty interesting night.
Michael's had quite a few interesting nights, including this year's All-Star game at Madison Square Garden, where he scored a game-high 23 points.
Count it, plus the foul for Jordan.
And it was no surprise that Michael was presented with his third All-Star MVP trophy. Then, MJ would return to the Garden, the place where he's created so many memories. And on this night, he wore his original Air Jordan sneakers, scored a game-high 42 points, and dazzled the New York crowd once again.
Michael, oh my goodness!
Yes, it's been quite a year for Michael Jordan. For the 5th time in his career, MJ was named the NBA's most valuable player. But his season's not over yet. Time now to log on to NBA.com, where we learn of yet another honor for MJ. For the 10th time in his career, his Airness was named to the All-NBA first team. Michael was a unanimous choice after yet another stellar season in Chicago.
Michael to win.
Bring it up! Michael Jordan has beaten the Hawks again!
Also chosen for the time was Karl Malone, who's led the Jazz back into the finals.
Redirects the pass to Malone, rumbles into the lane to the glass, finger rolls it up and in.
Seattle Sonics point guard Gary Payton was a first-time selection for the All-NBA first team, as was center Shaquille O'Neal of the LA Lakers. And Chic Rookie of the Year Tim Duncan of the Spurs. Tim's the first rookie to make the team since Larry Bird back in 1980.
Duncan spins by Garnett and dunks it.
Now here's a look at the All-NBA second team. The forwards are the Detroit Pistons' Grant Hill and the Seattle Sonics' Vin Baker. The San Antonio Spurs' David Robinson's at center, while the guards are Tim Hardaway of the Miami Heat and Rod Strickland of the Washington Wizards. Selected for the All-NBA third team are Scottie Pippen of Chicago and Glenn Rice of Charlotte at the forwards. Atlanta's Dikembe Mutombo is at center, while the guards are Mitch Richmond, recently traded to Washington, and Reggie Miller of Indiana. Next, the Seattle Sonics announced a coaching change. The Sonics will replace George Karl after 6.5 seasons as head coach.
We're on our home court. We're running all night long. We're running.
Karl guided the Sonics to 3 60-win seasons. Now, the Bucks floor leader and a member of the 1998 USA basketball team is holding court. Despite being one of the smaller players in the league, Terrell Brandon has evolved into one of the NBA's premier point guards.
My story is basically a lot of hard work and dedication to the game. Hey, let's have some fun tonight, man. You know, we're going to put no pressure on ourselves. Go out here, have some fun, do what we do, stay unselfish, and do what we got to do. Let's go. Defense. Defense.
In just his first year with the Bucks, Terrell has already shown Milwaukee fans that he can do it all.
And then down the lane, to the rim, he throws it down. Terrell Brandon is in the neighborhood again.
Screen by Johnson. Around is Brandon. Down the middle. Feeds underneath. Beautiful play.
Terrell on the sweet assist.
As the floor general, Brandon makes all of his teammates better.
Brandon, drop it off. Robinson winding up and throwing it down. No look pass over the shoulder for Terrell Brandon.
He's a great player. He's done things that I've always saw point guards do on the opposite team. And, you know, that's what we need, a good solid point guard that can handle that ball.
And it's been that ability that's made Terrell one of the best pure point guards in the league.
I think that, you know, with all the point guards that we have, and to say that I'm the purest is real good coming from your peers and from people who know a lot about basketball as well.
Drafted in the first round in 1991 by the Cavaliers, Terrell Brandon led Cleveland to 5 playoff appearances in 6 years. And all the while, he electrified the crowd with his exciting brand of basketball.
Brandon push. Brandon with a terrific look. Bills draws the triple team. Brandon to work to the goal. Yes! Big bucket, Terrell Brandon. Can he get it off? Brandon at the buzzer. Got it! Oh, goodness!
In 1997, Terrell made his second straight All-Star appearance. Playing in front of the hometown Cleveland crowd at Gund Arena, Brandon scored 10 points and had 8 assists coming off the East bench.
He was there, too. Come on, Glenn.
Last year, Terrell was traded to Milwaukee, where he's now looking to lead the Bucks into the playoffs for the first time in 7 years.
But Terrell has that confidence. You know, you can just tell the way he carries himself, you know, the things he do on and off the court, that he has a lot of confidence in himself.
And that confidence comes from his tremendous skills at both ends.
Brandon picked his pocket. Allen swings ahead to Terrell. Will he dunk? Yes! Brandon, nice move down the lane. Left hand flip. He got it. What a shot by Brandon. Oh, baby, that was fun to watch.
I always try to be the best that I can be, to even go further than that if I can. And if I do that, then I'll be satisfied.
There's nothing. 9.
All right, now it's time for the top 10 blocks of the year in our courtside countdown. Starting us off at number 10, it's the Suns' Danny Manning.
Rhodes. He's going to have a block by Manning. He blocked it. Good defensive effort by Danny Manning. Manning will surprise you from time to time.
Coming in at number 9, here's Charlotte Hornets center Vlade Divac.
Underneath comes Kobe. Slam dunk block by Vlade. What a great block. First time I've seen a slam dunk by Kobe block.
Yeah, me too.
Checking in at number 8, it's Philadelphia 76ers big man Theo Ratliff.
And Ratliff just captured that baby in midair with both hands. Athleticism of the younger 76ers ruling here.
At number 7, it's swingman Lamont Murray of the Los Angeles Clippers.
Blocked by Murray! Taken away by Murray! What a defensive play by Lamont Murray!
Lamont Murray, incredible play on the defensive end.
At number 6, it's the LA Lakers swingman Eddie Jones.
Down the middle comes Mark. Slam dunk is blocked by Eddie Jones. What a block shot by Eddie Jones. That's the play of the game already.
Highlight.
In at number 5, it's LA's Kobe Bryant.
What a block! Kobe Bryant. Johnson elected not to make the pass on the 3-and-1, and Kobe, the one, came over and spiked it out of bounds to the roaring approval of the capacity crowd.
In at number 4, it's Don Reed of the Detroit Pistons.
Mutombo blocked by Reed. Mutombo tries it again. Reed blocks it again. 2 beautiful rejections from Don Reed.
I think he's played against Mutombo in the summer, and he knows all his moves, and he's not afraid of them.
At 3, check out Tim Duncan of the San Antonio Spurs.
What a block by Duncan. They got him again. Hot Rod got blocked 3 times in a row.
In at number 2, it's the New Jersey Nets' David Vaughn.
Blocked by David. Oh, yes. David Vaughn will never forget his first minute back in Chicago in the Nets uniform.
And for the number 1 block of the year, here's the Spurs' Jaren Jackson.
Oh, wow.
What a play.
For Sandra Neal, I'm Jim Fagan. See you next week on NBA Action.
Here's the turnaround. Here's the shot.
Perhaps the most dramatic moment of Reggie Miller's career came during the 1995 playoffs against the arch-rival New York Knicks.
You know, people were exiting. Everyone thought the game was over.
Then it became Miller time.
Miller for three, and he got it. Reggie Miller with a clutch tray, and it's 105-102. And a steal. Miller retreats to the three-point line and hits again. Tie game.
What better way to go out than in Madison Square Garden? Center stage, the media capital of the world. And like I said, if you're within reach, anything is possible. Now, you need a lot of luck on your side, and that time, we were very lucky.
That luck has continued for Miller, who's nailed a number of huge shots during this past season.
That's jazzy. Now that's jazzy.
Sets it in. He's got it to Reggie. Reggie gets around Kidd. Here's the floater. Yes! Pacers beat the Suns in Phoenix on a marvelous shot by Reggie Miller.
He's the type of guy that, you know, he's so dangerous all game long, but he's got a knack for, towards the end of the game, making big shots.
And that knack reminds many fans of Pacers head coach Larry Bird.
Luke Bird, a runner. It's good! It's good!
Whether he's mentally tougher than I ever was, I don't know. If we're the same, I have no idea. It's just that I know he's hit some awful big shots for us.
And some of the biggest have come during the Pacers' title run in this year's playoffs.
Smith leads in, puts it up, won't go, tipped out, picked up Mullen, kicks it to Jackson. Miller, a wide open three. It's good! It's good! Miller ties it with 5.1 remaining. Jordan is on best. Harper's on Miller. McKee gets it into Miller for the win. It's 4/10 of a second.
If the game is on the line, everyone knows where the ball is going to end up, and there's nothing that no one else on the other team can do about it. And that's the mark of a great clutch player. And that's what I've always tried to strive myself after, is being a clutch time player.
There's nothing. Back to NBA action. All right, now it's time for the top 10 buzzer beaters of the year in our courtside countdown. Starting things off at number 10, it's Rodney Rogers of the Clippers.
From midcourt, a three, are they going to count it? Yes! Rogers with the pointer from midcourt at the buzzer.
Checking in at number 9, it's forward Tom Hammonds of the Minnesota Timberwolves.
Rebound to the corner, shot by Hammonds, got it at the buzzer! Minnesota wins it at the horn.
At number 8, it's the Lakers' Rick Fox.
Fox fires from midcourt, and he made it. Do you believe that? Rick Fox threw a bullet up there, line drive, and it went right through the net.
At 7, it's Khalid Reeves.
Reeves from 50.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
Oh, boy.
Oh, my goodness.
Basketball's a funny game.
Oh.
You get breaks like that from time to time.
At 6, here's the Celtics' Antoine Walker.
Right side, 19-footer.
Oh!
Good! At the horn.
Oh, my
Antoine Walker banked it home as the time ran out here.
At number 5, it's the Bulls' Michael Jordan.
2 seconds, 1 second, this is the time! Oh, yes, sir!
At 4, it's point guard Tim Hardaway of the Miami Heat.
Hardaway from deep.
Oh, my! Oh. How deep is deep?
Hardaway, the long bomb, yes!
At number 3, here again, his Airness, Michael Jordan.
Ring it up! Michael Jordan beating the Hawks again!
At 2, it's Antoine Walker with another game winner.
Antoine, a follow away. Yes! Antoine Walker for the game! Just a little step away. Nothing but net.
And the number 1 buzzer beater from this season, it's Tim Hardaway.
Length of the floor, running jumper.
Tim Hardaway! Can you believe that, man?
That's all for this week's show. Thanks for watching. For Sandra Neal, I'm Jim Fagan. See you next week on NBA Action.
Hey everybody, it's showtime.
Hey guys, where do these...
on, can you make some lemonade for the fellas?
Jordan trying to do it. Benefit of the glass. Lays it in with a fancy finish.
He takes the baseline and it dunks. Yeah, I'm on to a drink, my nigga. Got the bay on the front porch. I got the mic stick. If you like it, take the street.
Ewing back in the lineup. Will try to stop him, and Rickles hooks it.
Bring your own beverage. Just make sure it's cold. I like cold beverage, yeah. I like cold beverage, yeah. I like cold beverage, yeah.
Rebound to play. Grab by Orton. Right back up.
Pippen splits the lane. Goes for
Magical left hand and excellent on his game.
Chocolate egg, yo, and then Jerry Fender. Follow to the right, they got that. You'll be a hot dog. You'll fill it up with ice, watermelon, breakfast. I want like summertime is cool. It's getting old. Yeah, I have a beverage. This place so it's cold. Go, 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 go. Promenade with the lemonade. Yeah, I like cold beverage. Yeah, I like cold beverage. Yeah, I like cold beverage. Yeah, 'cause I'm kind of thirsty. I like cold beverage. Yeah, I like cold beverage. Yeah, I like cold beverage. Yeah, 'cause I'm kind of thirsty. Stick it in the fridge. Stick it in the fridge. If you like something cold, stick it in the fridge.
It's time to see who's king.
Was the mailman who could not be stopped.
Malone pounds it into the floor, then puts it up and in. 37 for Malone.
As he led the Jazz to a clutch victory.
Malone, 39 points, and personally pushing this series back toward Utah. Rip up the headlines. It is very much a series.
The big dog says we're going back to Utah, then that's the inside stuff.
The Utah Jazz slid past the Chicago Bulls 83-81. Despite the loss, Tony Kukoc poured in 30 points. Chicago still leads the series 3-2.
The Bulls won 2 out of 3 games at home, and now they head back to Salt Lake City to try for their second three-peat of the 90s. Game 6 of the NBA Finals is tomorrow at 7:30 Eastern, right here on NBC.
Bill Murray is a passionate Chicago Bulls fan. And when I asked him to be a special correspondent for this game between the Chicago Bulls and the Utah Jazz, there was no question he was there. He was there for me, he was there for us, he was there for you. Make no mistake, this man is serious about his Chicago Bulls.
I was wondering if I could talk to you for a second. I'm okay. How you doing?
We're doing great.
Look, I'm thinking of applying for a job here at the United Center, and one of the questions I want to know is how much time do you actually have to spend behind the counter here? All right, focus, people. This is the playoffs. This is the playoffs. Wipe that. Will you wipe that smile off your face already? Ready? Uh-oh. Cool it. Utah guys. Cool it. Cool it. It's Oster tag. What's your favorite thing about the Chicago Bulls?
Bill Wennington.
If a Doberman and a Rottweiler had a fight, who'd win?
I'm going Rottweiler every time.
So, John, you hit the game-winning shot in the 6th game of the 93.
June 20th, 1990.
Yeah, I knew it was June 18, 1920 in there.
We used to have a relationship. What happened? Did I get big time?
In an emergency, are you ready to go today?
Absolutely.
Thank you, Dave.
All right.
All right. Your job is to guard this door right here. What's your name? Ed? How you doing? I'm Bill.
I'm just a bill. Yes, I'm only a bill.
How many rings do you have, John?
I have 4.
Do you wear any of them?
No, I don't.
Do you loan them out?
Yeah, you are?
Yeah, I will.
But how I hope and pray that I will. But today I am still just a bill.
You're in charge of this door right here. Just nod. Yeah, okay. So,
you're Benny's assistant?
Yeah.
Far out. Benny the Bull's assistant?
Yeah. Well, Tony is 6'11". He's a lefty, so he's difficult to guard. He's a premier passer, a European-style sensitivity passer. This is the zone bucket. This is the MJ zone bucket. I don't know why I said all that. Makes no sense whatsoever. He's from Croatia and did a lot of great things.
The skyhook.
That's offensive goaltending, folks. This is living. The one guy you don't want to see in this kind of a situation. No! But follow. Just pumping my stats. No, I'm not a blonde.
You look like a blonde. Is that gray?
Yeah, it's gray.
You can't be that old.
I'm not that old.
Come on in, Mom.
A lot of pressure.
Come on. You guys not loud.
It's obvious that the Chicago Bulls are in Bill Murray's blood. Now, if you didn't notice, he always wears a red and black sort of thing with his ensemble. You notice the red vest? And the vest was, I think, bull hide. It was suede bull hide vest that he had on, and because he's serious. Anyway, stay with us. Inside Stuff returns from Chicago right after this.
I want the inside stuff!
Coming up, Jason Williams of the Nets works the crowd at the United Center and gives his vocal cords a workout.
Okay, give me a din. No, just a din.
And Jam Session brings you the best tunes of Chicago and all the greatest plays of the Chicago Bulls.
What a move by Michael. And that was the inside stuff.
NBA Inside Stuff is brought to you by Sprite. Image is nothing, thirst is everything. Obey your thirst. Sprite.
Oh, do you have to say, like, I've got the inside stuff?
Oh, yeah, sure, go ahead.
Oh, no, you. I got the inside stuff. I don't have to say it. That's already assumed. I've got it.
You're saying it twice now. You want to say it once.
I've got the inside stuff.
The Shed Aquarium is famous for its beluga whales, which are in the tank just below us. Now, they are known as the canaries of the sea because they can vocalize a wide range of sounds by broadcasting them through their blowholes at the top of their head.
They broadcast through their blowholes, too?
Yeah, they do. They do. And the New Jersey Nets have a player who's pretty good at...
Something like that.
There's a segue here somewhere, but I don't know what it is.
He is Jason Williams, the NBA's second leading rebounder this season. Now in February, Jason gave us his unique view on what it was like to be making his first trip to the All-Star game. Now he's in town to capture the excitement of the NBA Finals.
Hi, I'm Jason Williams, and we're at the NBA Finals, Game 3 in Chicago at the United Center. I'm going to be your tour guide, so let's get it on.
Championship program, Air Bulls championship programs.
Hey, is my picture in here?
No, sir. We take care of that in the first round.
Oh, that's pretty funny. Chicago fans get here early. This was 5 hours before the game. Y'all ready to come in? Yeah! Psych. And oh my God, look who's here. It's Dennis Rodman. What's up, Dennis? What's going on, bro? What's up, boy? What's going on, buddy? How you been? Good. Have a good series, man. He's a fellow alumnus. You know, you ask him for one favor a year. Plays with the greatest players of all time.
He asked me to get God's sneakers. I asked. I didn't get them.
Who's your most favorite player? Thank you. Well, you know, the NBA is the #1 sport in all the world. We're seen in over 175 countries. And I'm about to go do some interviews with some NBA broadcasters from all around the world.
Sportliefhebbers in het algemeen en basketbaladepten. ¿Qué tal, amigos de Televisión Azteca? Bienvenidos a Chicago.
Not forget the United Center. Son of Jason Williams is New Jersey Nets.
You got a haircut like Michael Jordan.
Thank you. I'm Kenito Henson. I'm from the Philippines, and it's a great honor for us to be talking to you.
Kenito, but why you have a pass that says Jacquin?
Well, Kenito is my nickname, and Joaquin is my real name.
Oh, okay. I thought you might be an imposter.
Jason Williams, New Jersey Nets. 1, 2, 1, 2.
You can't go to a Chicago game without seeing the lovely Lovables. And we're here in Chicago, and girls, who's gonna win tonight?
Chicago!
Listen to this crowd, baby. Here comes the Bulls.
Jordan to the wrapped up by Ostertag, and somehow Bulls going for the kill. They're picking them apart right now. Chicago by 23.
It's a rout. The Bulls are cooking. The greatest victory in NBA final history is done.
I hope you enjoy my tour of the United Center here at Game 3 in Chicago. I'm Jason Williams, and I'm out.
As you can see, Jason can have a conversation with just about anyone in just about any language. And this week, he was recognized for his communication skills. Jason received more votes than any other player to become a member of the NBA All-Interview